Welcome to another episode of Teen Life. Today's topic is friendship. Friendship seems to be a big topic when it comes to teen. You have many different kinds of friendships. You have best friends, normal friends, or maybe even acquaintances. It all just depends on the type of person that you're friends with. There are different types of friends, and the first one we're going to talk about is best friends. In order to have a best friend, you need to be able to trust that person, have something in common with that person, and know that they're always going to be there for you no matter what. Best friends is someone that you rely on no matter what's going on. They'll be there for a shoulder to cry on or to even share laughter with. Friends that you just see in every day, you can talk to them about regular stories or just maybe hey and bye or even just to hang out with them, but they're not someone you would normally trust. And acquaintances, they're just someone that you see with just a hi and bye type of thing, not someone you normally go out with, go shopping with or plan things with.
A best friend for me is somebody who's always going to look out for you no matter what situation you're in. They'll always tell you the truth and they'll always connect you or bring you up. They don't want to see you go down and be below people. They want to see you be successful and they'll always be there for you no matter what. So that's a best friend to me.
Best friend to me is somebody that always got my back. So like I could be able to talk to them about anything and I gotta be comfortable around them.
Like a best friend for me is like someone that I can trust and tell everything to. Like we're like sisters, or like I guess sister brother.
My idea of a best friend is someone that you could trust, someone that you feel 100% comfortable with, someone that's loyal to you, and someone that you could treat as like your brother and sister.
Someone who has similar opinions and doesn't judge you on what you do, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Like someone who's always there for you no matter what happens, and they're very trustworthy, and yeah.
Someone that's straight up, if they think that what you're doing is wrong or something, they would go up and tell you, and they're not embarrassed, and you can be yourself around them.
Someone who you can act as if you're brothers or sisters with each other, and instead of them leading you to a bad thing, they would lead you to good things, and that's your best friend.
Someone that you can rely on and trust and just share everything with.
Okay.
Someone that's really close to you, that they know everything about you and you could come to whenever you need help or advice.
Your friends can be one of your best friends. They could also be your enemies, but they're hiding it from you. They can be the jealous type. They could be the ones trying to bring you down, or they could be the loyal and trustworthy friends that you have. Picking a friend isn't always the easiest thing to do. It takes lots of time and hard work. For me, I have very limited best friends. I don't trust everyone, and I don't tell my secrets to everyone. You gotta be careful in today's society, because most likely people will hurt you and will backstab you. But in order to have a best friend, you need to make sure that person will not do harm to you. Friendship is also a topic that causes many problems between teens. Friends fight over friends, fight for the fun of it, or fight because they want something that you have.
How my friends influence me, like my church friends, they influence me in a good way because they always encourage me to get ready fast and to go to the lectures on time and go to Tisbeha and Shea and all that, even if I smell dirty or whatever.
I agree with Tony, how he said that his some friends influence him on bad and some influence him good. For me, my friends can influence me. Sometimes they'll influence me to do good stuff, but at the same time, sometimes they won't. They'll be opposite. They'll give me good advice sometimes, and sometimes they would just give me crappy advice. It just it won't help, or it would be good advice or something like that.
So they could just you know how you have that friend who they can make anything seem like it's a positive thing. Well, they could just lead you into trouble, and then once you get into let's say you get labeled as a bad person, then it's really hard to make up for that reputation.
By influence, it'll be they'll just talk to be like, oh no, it's good, you'll be fine, march it, and all of that. But like, really, it turns out to be bad. They'll just like talk you in through it.
Yeah, like basically the same thing she said. It's like peer pressure. Like if they're doing it and you just want to follow your friend.
Some friends, they have a way of like saying it like, oh, well, I've done this so many times and I didn't get in trouble. Why are you so scared of you getting in trouble? You know, just follow me. And sometimes like we get convinced about that, like, oh, they didn't get in trouble, so why am I not gonna like go there? Why can't I try?
There are friends that are good influences on you and the ones that will be a bad influence on you. Picking a friend, you want to make sure they'll have a good influence on you. Ones that will bring you closer to God and will cause no problems in your life. You don't want someone who's never going to church, always going out, going to the wrong places to hang out, or hanging out with the wrong crowd. You don't want the type of person to bring you down. You want someone who take you far in life. Parents also get in the way of friendship. They'll also judge your friends, whether they're a good friend or a bad friend. And you'll have many fights with your parents about your friend. That's why, make the right decision and pick your friends wisely. You want someone who's always going to be there for you, and your friendship will be an everlasting friendship. You don't want to trust someone that you know will hurt you eventually.
Sometimes my best friend always likes to be my mother, you know, always telling me what to wear, what not to wear, and you know, it's too short or it's too long, or what are you trying to impress, and you know, you have to go to sleep and stuff, and I'm just like, I get enough at home.
Some of my friends, like, when I talk to them, I feel a little bit misunderstood. I feel like they can't see things from my point of view. I like to be a little bit forward and to the point, and they would rather me be like very like vanilla and sugarcoat everything I have to say, and in reality I want to say what I gotta say and I want to get my point across. So sometimes I feel like I get misunderstood.
That they like don't tell you when you're wrong. Like for me, like they don't like tell me when I'm wrong. They just like go along with it and they do the same things or similar things, and they don't tell me when I'm wrong.
Sometimes they're really two-faced and like they think that they're right in everything when they're really not, and when you ask them about their opinion, they'll just lie to you, and sometimes they lead you into trouble.
If they don't go to church on that Friday night, I probably wouldn't go, so it would influence me not to go.
Or if they're next to you during liturgy, you'll be like talking probably the whole time instead of praying. Or maybe in a good way, they'll tell you to stop, or to stop texting, or to just like bring you back to like.
You want friends that'll bring you farther in life, and friends that'll make sure they're always there for you, whether you need something or not. You don't want someone that uses you, backstabs you, talks about you, or makes fun of you behind your back. You want someone who's real to you and knows exactly what type of person you are and will be there for you, and not try to change your ways or change you to be someone that you're not. You want to make sure your friends are a very good influence on you, because if not, your parents will get in the way. And trust me when I say, you don't want that. You don't want your parents to always feel like they have to pick your friends for you. The older you grow, the wiser you become, the better friends you're going to have in life. And you're always going to have those friends that stay with you throughout your life, no matter what old or how old you are. I'm someone who went through a lot when it came to friendships. I picked my friends very wisely, and my friends I know are the best. It took me a while to notice who my true friends are, but when it came down to it, I'm glad to know that I have at least one best friend that I could count on. Someone that I know that's always going to be there for me. She doesn't hurt me, doesn't backstab me, talk about me, or do anything that'll ever harm me. We have a good time together, we bring each other closer to God, and even sometimes our hangouts are simply going to church or going to the youth meeting and just hanging out at church. You want someone like that, someone to be a positive effect on you, never a negative. So when you're picking your friends, pick them wisely, and don't pick someone who's going to bring you down.